Hi guys, welcome once again to Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy channel. Today's episode, first of all, I would like to say thank you to all of you who already subscribed me to the channel Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy, okay? From the previous episode that about top 10 questions of the final interview for Qatar Airways, I have received a very good feedback from all of you and it's inspired me a lot to do more good stuff, okay? So of course, thank you very much and please continue to support me, okay? By like, share, subscribe to the channel Sweet Chocolate Thai Bar, okay? Including I have my IG too, SCT Bar, okay? So please look for me and just follow me, okay? I'm going to update all about the good content, good stuff that I'm doing nowadays about this channel together with all of you, okay? Today I'm going to add more 5 additional questions for the final interview of Qatar Airways, you know, because after last week I have uploaded this video, right, the top 10 questions. One of my very good friends, he said to me that, boy, you know what, that was good video, but still I have more questions that you're not included in the video yet, so please do one more tutorials, okay? So these 5 more additional questions that we're going to discuss today I have received from one of my very good friends, so thank you very much, okay? And this is a very good opportunity for the others like you guys to become one, you know, like in the very future, in the near future that, you know, cabin crew, I know it's hard to become one, but trust me, you can, because all of the person that, you know, you normally don't have to be the smartest one in the world, but you have to be the one who very disciplined in doing things and you will get what you want, okay? And of course, before we come to details of that thing, you know, today, first of all, that, you know, last night, let me share. Last night, I have found out that, you know, one of my video for the Sweet Chocolate Thai Bar channel has been stolen from someone on YouTube community, you know, like it's kind of like very easy to stealing people contents, nah? That's not okay, okay? And I happen to find it, I know. So that was why I have reported that account already. So please trust me, I don't have any other channel. I have only this Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy channel, okay? So if you see me speaking like this somewhere else which is not Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy account, so that means that's not my channel, okay? So please kind of like let me know, report to me. I'm gonna report directly to YouTube community, okay? This is stealing, this is copyright breaching, it's unacceptable, okay? Anyway, I will move on, okay? And I will continue doing good stuff for you guys, so I am sure that I will be protected, okay? Anyway, we come to the details of today. 5 additional questions of Qatar Airways final interview, updated February 2020. The first questions today is, are you allowed to serve alcoholic beverages? Are you allowed to serve an alcoholic beverages? You know, this one is kind of related from the last time, you know, the top 10, the very first one that I said, are we allowed to serve an alcoholic beverage on board the aircraft? You know, we, that means Qatar Airways, okay? But actually, most of the candidates will be asked that, are you allowed as a person? Because sometimes if you happen to be a Muslim crew and then you may not be allowed to touch an alcoholic beverage, just like to serve champagne, red wine, white wine or beer, you know. So trust me, mostly that if you are being asked like this, you must say yes, that of course I am allowed to serve an alcoholic beverages, okay? Because there are some certain person that they really like cannot touch it, you know. But trust me, in reality, if you happen to be on board the aircraft of Qatar Airways and when you have become one part of the team member already, if during the Ramadan, you know, that Ramadan month that all the Muslim all over the world need to practice this, you know, there are some certain crew member that some of them are very strict, you know, like they are like from like a lot of country that's they are practicing their rules, okay? You can say so to your supervisor on board the aircraft, and then of course there will be a team member like me who have no problems to touch alcoholic beverages to help you. So that was why no worries. Like I said, when it comes to Ramadan month, when it comes to reality, when you are already in Doha, you will understand more what I'm talking about, okay? But still, you're not flying alone, you're not living alone in Doha, okay? You have your team members who's gonna help you with this, okay? But still, during the recruitment process, you need to say, yes, of course I am allowed to serve an alcoholic beverage. Now it's number 2, okay? The question is, do you have any service minds? Do you have any service minds? It's kind of like related to the last time too, that do you like to take care of people, okay? Things like that. That's kind of like same meaning, okay? But the thing is, service mind is different a little bit, because do you like to take care of people from the previous episode? That means you like to treat others or not. But service mind means something in your heart that you really enjoy doing it. It's kind of like recruiter, they really want to ask you about your own personal like attitude, personality, that do you like to do it like as a service mind, like, and do you understand what is it too, okay? First of all, service mind is kind of like you love doing it, it's instinctively, like you like to treat other people, you really enjoy doing it. Like for example, like you work in the hotel and then you love to be like talking to the stranger, to your customer, things like that. That means you have to enjoy doing it too. When you say yes to the recruiter, yes, of course I have a service mind, because like what I'm doing nowadays, that I am working in the hotel and I love meeting new people, especially the customer. For example, that once one of my guests that already forget something on, like in their room, and they already at the airport to fly back home already. At that time we know that oh my god, it's about to depart soon, things like that, and suddenly they call the hotel, and I know that, what will we do? Of course a lot of us like, okay, we will keep in lost and found department, blah 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 blah. But since that particular case that I know personally, that he knows me, my name, you explain in details, like very objective, and then suddenly I asked the authorization from my supervisor that of course can I go to the airport to hand over this thing, like for example camera to the customer myself, please, things like that. It's kind of like, this is just an example that I give you guys. When you say yes that you have a service mind, you have to elaborate more, because it's kind of like yes no questions, that, and then the recruiter, they would just say okay, yes, this guy have the like the service mind, but they cannot elaborate more, they cannot write whatever in detail for you that what is service mind means to you. So that was why you need to elaborate more by giving the very objective incidents, or even an example that showing the recruiter that you really have one as a service-minded person, things like that. So like I said, you say yes, you have a service mind, and you need to give example, very objective, like a real incident. Don't fake, like I always say. Share the real incident that you have it in your past experience, okay? Regardless you work already, you are an intern, you still not a student, whatsoever, there will be some certain thing that you treat someone, definitely, to show this that you have a service mind, you have that kind of heart to treat others. That's the thing. Now it's come to number 3 already, okay? Do you think you can read people's mind? Do you think you can read people's mind? To be honest, that if I happen to be asked this question, I would say, I don't think so. I don't need to, because read people's mind, it's kind of like you have to be kind of vampire or supernatural stuff, like to have that kind of special skill. You don't need to. If it were me, I would just say, no, I don't think so. The skill that I need is just a basic one. It's observation skill. Like if you observe very well enough and you care enough for that person, your passengers, your colleagues, your family, you know exactly how to treat that person. It's kind of like not the reaction, but it has to be response. Like for example, like I have explained before about you observe your kind of like behavior of your friends, your family, right? Or passengers. Maybe let's say these passengers last hour asked you for a cup of latte with 2 sugar added, things like that. So this time you saw passengers is busy reading, and then the others already sleeping, but this one is still awake. So that was, of course, you are free. You do another latte, put 2 sugar in it already, and then you go directly to ask for the passenger. That would you care for another cup of latte? I have added 2 sugar already, things like that. This is a very kind of like impressive way to do, and you don't need to have a very special skill called reading people's mind. You just observed very well, and then you know how well to respond, things like that. That's really basic. So I think, do you be able to read people's minds or whatsoever? You need one for this kind of like special skill? You don't need to. You just need observation. Like I said, it's just not the reaction, it has to be respond. Number 4 right now, okay? That do you find working in the Middle East challenging? Do you find working in the Middle East is challenging? First of all, do you know what Middle East? Middle East is, like those Instagram area, like Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Arab Emirates, those area like, Qatar, Iraq, Iran, those area in the desert, things like that. Okay, so that's called the Middle East. It's middle of the East, things like that. Okay, and you find it challenging mostly because the recruiter, they want to see how adaptable you are. So of course, if you say yes, I think it's challenging because I never been there before, and I found it's really like okay, I will do it because if I am selected, no, you will be screwed. You will not get selected for sure. Trust me. You just say no, I don't think so. It's not challenging at all. I feel like I'm excited more about it because I know I have searched all of your YouTube. I know exactly how's the company be like, how the country be like, in that particular area of the world. It's mostly all Muslim, and it's very like high heat during the summer and things like that. You go elaborate. Like I said, since the first, second questions, that you need to elaborate in a very objective way. When you explain to the recruiter, when you answer something, not just yes, not just no, but when you say no, you explain. When you say yes, you explain. Like for this case, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's challenging. I think it's excited because I feel like I really want to join. I really want to go there. I want to be, riding like on the kind of like the camel. I want to go on the crossroad in the desert, things like that. You find some certain topics to talk to the recruiter that you feels like it's excited more than just a challenging one. Okay. Number 5 right now, okay, it's a question of what does cultural awareness means to you? What does cultural awareness mean to you? This is tough questions a little bit, First of all, of course, I have to make sure that you understand what is cultural awareness first, okay? Cultural awareness, that means you are culturally aware of the differences between you yourself from this particular country. Like for example, you are from Thailand, and of course you are culturally aware of the others, that you will have your friends from all over the world who is from Europe, from America, South America, India, Pakistan, Philippines, Japan, Korea, New Zealand. It's 100 more nationalities in Qatar Airways, and of course recruiter, they want to see that how well you're going to be adaptable with this kind of culture shock or culture awareness, things like that. So of course, what does it mean to you? Of course, it means that you have to be prepared, that you will never know that in your batchmates, when the time that you go for training or in that kind of particular flight, how many nationality did you receive, how many cultures that you face, things like that. So that was why you will say, of course, it's kind of like culturally aware of the other person's background, which is I'm going to respect that kind of differences. That's the main point, respect, understand, and you learn from it, that you have to elaborate all of this to your recruiter. And that's it, the end of the video today. Okay, first of all, that before we end it, I just like to make sure that you understand it your way. This is another additional 5 questions that I have recommended to you guys, and of course you need to try to practice it your way to answer. Okay, it's no right, no wrong, but trust me, if you prepare well, you know how to answer well too. Okay, of course, before we leave the end of the video today, I have the special tips to win the recruiter heart of Qatar Airways. Okay, I know Qatar Airways that you don't need to be so handsome or so pretty to become one of the cabin crew. Okay, but you need to be smart from here, and the attitude that you carry with yourself, it will portray the way you are too. That the recruiter, they're really in details about it. They need to write everything in details for our chief Akbar Al-Baka to choose you himself and then allow you to come to Doha, for training. So that was why they are very in particular, but trust me, they know you in detail, and once they pick you as a recommendation to our chief Akbar Al-Baka, you're already a good person to be recommended, things like that. Okay, special tips to win their heart. First, you always open your arms first, offer hands, open your arms, offer hands to the recruiter. Every time when you meet them, before you leave the room whatsoever, you open your hand, open your arms, offer your hand first to the recruiter, that hi, my name is Boy, thank you for letting me come here today, thank you very much for the opportunity. When you open the hands to the recruiter, they will shake hand like automatically. This is a very universal language that when you open hands first, they shake hand back. That's the really kind of like real impressive, the first time impressive, that you never have the second chance for that. Okay, so that was why you always open your arms, offer your hand first to the recruiter. Okay, second, right here, your smile. Okay, practice the warm open smile all the time. Okay, but not like a robot, like this all the time when you're waiting. no, you are real fresh man, you know, you are flesh, you have a heart, you're not robot, so don't need to like sit and smile, you know, like this all the time. Don't do that. Basically you just need to practice it when you go inside. Hi, you know, you open from the heart, from your kind of like warm open smile. Practice it every day, because you know what, it's going to be part of your uniform. When you wear a uniform of Qatar Airways, you are the brand ambassador of the airline. You need to be very approachable, and one of the gestures to practice it, it's smile. Okay, you put your warm open smile all the time there, and then you make it very like practicable, make it becomes your personality one day, and that's it. When you put on the uniform, you don't need to be scared, because it's already part of your personality already, this kind of like cute smile. Okay, and the last one, the third one that I like to give you a special tips. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. That means, of course, you offer your open arms, open hands, or ready to check. You smile. One more thing, like it's about your own behavior. You know, you portray your personality. That, you know, like for example, you always knock the door before you go in the interview room. That excuse me, allow me, may I. You know, you practice it in a very professional English way. Don't just like bang the door inside. When you close it, excuse me, allow me. You know, you put it nicely the way you behave too. You know, like I said, actions speak louder than words. Okay, or even when you walk, especially for the girls, you wearing like high heel shoes, right? When you walk for the recruitment process, walk like a cat. Never like tak 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 tak. You know, that becomes so bad, and trust me, I will put you down right away. That no, not for this woman. You know, you walk like cat. Very soft touch. Okay, and the recruiter, they will look you from head to toe. They know everything, that if you walk like that, you never be selected, trust me. And imagine if it happened to be reality, you are get selected, you become one of the cabin crew member in the aircraft with me, and then you walk tak like that. That haunted me, and that haunted the I would say the environment of the passengers around you, and they will hear the way that you walk. So please walk like a cat too. Okay, so those kind of stuff, like, you know, you need to practice very well, and if I think of something else in the future, I will let you know more too. Or if you want to ask me something about this, you put down the comment below the video. Okay, I will answer to you regardless Thai or English too. Okay, so make sure that don't forget like, share, subscribe Sweet Chocolate Thai Bar. Okay, I promise you guys that I'm going to do more and more tutorials about this, not just Qatar Airways too. As long as I can read, as long as I can search for you guys, as long as I have you guys support me, I will come back and do more of this, just to make sure that you know you are ready for it. Like I always said to you, I will not guarantee that you get a job that you like, but I will make sure that you are ready for it. So make yourself worth it. Okay, until then, สวัสดีครับ บ๊ายบาย ยังไงฝากด้วยไปอีก5 คำถามโอ้ยจบสั้นรู้เรื่อง